everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. Welcome to night 16 of December 25 Dies of Christmas. Tonight we're going to be making the Merry and Bright Plaid and Lantern card. This one does have quite a bit of layering with it, so I've already pre-done some pieces so you don't have to watch me glue as much. Put these up here and let's get started. Okay, now I took our plaid die. This is for the slim or the A2 card. Our plaid die, and I cut it out twice in a medium color purple, twice in a darker purple, and twice in white. The white and the darker purple, all you need is the inside lines. So I've already trimmed the outside off of those, and then I've layered them together. The A2 plaid is a little bit harder to layer because it is a plaid corner and you want it to go down here, so you have to cut double the amount you would have to with the slimline card, because the slimline card is all over, or the slimline plaid is all over, it's not just a corner. So I glued the white and the darker purple together and offset them just a little bit. And then we're gonna take our two medium color purple and just go around the edges with the glue. And once you stick them together, you can decide how much glue you need in the center. Then this, you're gonna put the opposite direction. So you have that one going that way, just flip this one and line it right up. And this card does take a while to make, so I'm trying to rush through it so I don't go over my 29 minutes and 44 seconds that my phone camera lets me do. I don't like posting videos in two parts. Okay, once you get that glued down, just go behind the plaid pieces and put a little bit of glue where it needs to be held down. Some of you might remember seeing this card in the slimline size on our website and our Facebook page. I just decided to challenge myself and make it in an A2 size so I could do a video. Okay, once you have that glued together, then you're going to take your other two pieces and offset those a little bit. Kind of eyeball where you want it. Let's see. I think I want it. I want the purple, the darker purple to show through, so I'm gonna have to go over quite a bit more. All right, I think I know where I want it. We'll just see by putting some glue on here. And once you have it about where you want it, then you can add some more glue. I think it was offset. On the wrong side. That's okay. We'll just add a little bit more. And then it will hang over a little bit. That's okay, because you can trim it up. Now, I'm going to add a little touch of glue there. Glue that piece down. I'm going to touch there. And a little on the bottom. And when I glued these two pieces together, I didn't put glue, I just dotted glue kind of a few dots up and down, and then I went back and added glue in after I got them, the same as I'm doing right here, once I got them where I wanted them. Because that is a lot of lines to have to line up and figure out. Okay, these I want right about there, so that is right? Okay, I want these here. Said this card has a lot of gluing and a lot of layering. So if you're in a hurry, probably not the card that you want to make. I'm just going to add some glue where I think I'm going to need it. Okay, I'm going to flip that over quick and sorry, am I getting off the mat? Probably. We want it down a little, kind of like that. And on one side, this is not going to go all the way to the edge. That's okay, because you'll be covering it up with some pine and, okay. Where it hangs over, just snip those off. Those out of the way. So it looks something like that. Then, where did I put my A2 card base? Nobody knows. Here it is, way over here. Okay. Then go back and just put a whole bunch of glue on this. Put a little more under there because it's not quite stuck down. Even if you don't have these pieces stuck down good, you're gluing this to the base so they won't move. And this is an A2 card, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I think I made my base a little bit bigger than that tonight. And once I get this down, I'll go back and trim it. Let's see if we did or not. Can't remember. Nope, I guess I already trimmed it down. Okay. That's stuck down good. I still see some pieces hanging over, so. I don't have my camera guy here to adjust the camera as I move, so I'm trying to remember to keep it in view. Okay, see those shorter pieces? This will cover it right up. But we're gonna start by putting our lantern on. This is our lantern die. I cut out the largest one. For the A2 card, you're gonna snip the handle right off. And I've already built the lanterns. I cut it out in silver, then I cut it out in purple and just cut the button and the 3 strips off just to add some contrast. Then I cut out a white piece and put it over the flame, inked it in yellow, the Simon Hurley Slippery When Wet yellow. And then I put a piece of vellum on it. We have a video where I showed you how to put the vellum on. You just put it back here and then you tuck it up over that flame to make it look like a piece of glass. That's how I built the lanterns. Just thought I'd give you a quick refresher class. You're gonna glue the lantern down. The lantern on the A2 is gonna go right down on the edge. Is that centered? Looks like it. So we'll push it down. And then I took one of our branches from our branches and twigs die. I'm gonna put that down here as a base for my pine needles, but it's a little bit longer than the space I have, so I'm just gonna cut an angle off, make it fit. Put it right on there. Now we need some pine needles. If you remember what our pine needle die looks like. That's mine, it's a mess. I didn't have time to get the paper out of it, so just ignore my dies today. And then I put 3 of the medium and smaller size pines on here. Those there, and then I'll put the smaller one in the center, kind of facing down a little. We have our holly leaves from our holly and berry die. I'm gonna put those right in the center. I cut 2 out, and then I cut the berries out in the same color purples I used in the card. That finishes the bottom of the card. Then I used, for the Merry and Bright word, I used our holiday word set, wherever the little words to it are, I don't know. But I used the Merry and Bright off of that with the shadow. And then the ampersand is off of our family add-on words. And this little silver piece is from our torn edge rectangle. And when you're doing the A2 size card, the words have to go more towards the bottom. See how I have those? So you can fit your pine needles on the top. That kind of right there looks good. And for the top, I took the 2 longer pine branches, or pine needle sprigs, whatever you want to call them. And then a shorter one. I put that shorter one right in the middle. Then I have 4 pieces of the smallest size holly that I'm just gonna kind of tuck in on the branches everywhere. Well, not really everywhere, just 4 different places. I took some more of the little purple berries and just kind of put them all over, just to dress it up a little bit. Oops, that one doesn't want to stick. Let's add a little bit of glue to him. And then this bow is from, I don't think I brought it with me, but from our Santa's bag set. It's just the little bow off there. Then I clipped the edge off, the belt that goes around the bag, I clipped that off. On this card, I'm gonna put the bow right in the center of those pine needles. And then maybe add another, we'll add a lighter color berry right there. Okay, there's that card for you. Now let's do our, let me check my time first. Okay, we're at 14 minutes. We're good. Let's do our our slimline size real quick. For this slimline, I cut out the medium color purple, the darker color purple, and then the white again. And I only use the inside for the white and the darker purple, just the inside once again. I snipped it off. And then I layered them the same way I did the other card, only 3 less layers. So we're gonna glue this down quick. Come on. There we go. That should be plenty of glue. The slimline size I'm using tonight is the 8.5 by 3.5 again. And it is a lot of layers on there. Okay. Now again, we have our Merry and Bright on our torn rectangle, but this time I put the Merry at the top, Bright on the bottom, and the ampersand right in the middle, because there is more room on this card. And then I should have another lantern. Hello, here it is. It's silver, so it blended in with my dies. It was laying this way. Okay, I built that the same exact way as I told you a minute ago. You're gonna glue this one down. And this one you leave the handle on because you do have that enough height for it. And this one I also did not push all the way down to the bottom. I left a little bit of room. Glue our words down while we're at it. And again, this, leave a little bit of room at the top because you do have the space. You don't want the center of your card looking empty. Actually, I would move that up a little more, but I'm afraid it would look messy. Okay, let's do the top again. I'm gonna use 2 of the longer pine branches. And on this card, they were laying over the words a little bit. That maybe like that a little bit. I'm gonna take the small holly and tuck it in there different places. I just took 4 of the small hollies and tucked 2 in on one side and 2 on the other. Where should this one go? Maybe right there. Look good. We're gonna take some of the purple berries again and just kind of put them randomly. That one doesn't want to stay. One more I can use somewhere out here. I have a couple of these dark purple. Let's put a dark purple in the center. Okay, then for the handle, I put 2 of the pine needle sprigs. It's kind of facing up to add a little more height to that handle. Then I took my bow and I put that right in the center of the handle. I need my branch for the very bottom. Again, this is going to be too long, so you're going to want to cut it off. I just cut it on an angle because I thought it made it look a little more like a natural branch. Wasn't cut straight off. Now I have stickiness on my finger from that one dot. Nothing's gonna wanna stay down. Okay, we are getting there. Put one that way, one this way, and that's all the pine needle sprigs I had glued down, so I gotta add a little bit of glue to this one. Just dot it on there in a few places. Put that kind of in the middle. You know what, let's add another one. Just because I can. Take our 2 bigger holly leaves and put them in the center again. And take 3. And for the berries on these, I did 2 light color and 1 dark color. I don't know why, I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. Okay, there, that one is built. Then, because you guys know I can't not ink a card, I took my white ink pad and just went around the edges. Then I wanted to kind of add a little bit to the holly leaves and the pine needles, so and I could have inked them all before I put them down, but I wanted to just be able to add the ink where I thought it needed it. Okay, that one's good. Now let's do the A2. Kind of make it look a little bit snowy, I guess. All right, there you are. There is your night 16 card, or cards, I should say. Put them next to each other so you can see them all. There you go. Thank you for joining us for night 16 of Diecember 25 Dies of Christmas. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you again tomorrow night for night 17. Have a great night.